Hey everybody, how's it going? I hope you are doing well. So this week, I finally, it took me forever to get Wave 1, but started getting Wave 2 of Super7's ReAction figures. There's Dr. Crusher, and then we've got Geordi. And then to wrap up, Wave 2 is Q in his judge's robes. And for the first time ever as a figure, Armus. Which if you follow my channel at all, you know that a couple of years back now, I made an Armus figure to go with the Playmates figures. In fact, he's right there on my shelf. It's kind of hard to see you that far in the back, but I'm going to open these up. We're going to take a look at them, see if there's anything interesting or fun about these particular figures. Okay, Geordi comes with a phaser, Riker comes with a phaser. Looks like Armus and Q and Troy don't come with anything, but Dr. Crusher does have a tricorder, which is a nice change. It does not appear to actually, or is it? No, I think it actually is a medical tricorder. This is the reason it took me a second is because it looks strange in the box. This is a pet peeve of mine that Playmates has done many times, is that they package the tricorder upside down. And I don't understand why that happens so often. Okay, so let's get these open, take a close look at them. Gonna get the Wave 1 out, and we'll put them all together and see how it all looks. So, here we have the entirety of Wave 2. Let's just start right down here. Oops, I dropped his phaser. It's fine. With Commander Riker. This is... Their face sculpts always leave a little bit to be desired, to be honest. This is the first of these figures where the sort of barrel-chested body actually does work. But I don't know. Face looks a little bit funny. We've got the same, continuing with the same little teeny tiny phaser. And let me get that put into his hand. Holds it just fine for the most part until he throws it. Then there is Counselor Troy, and I know from the front it may not look like much, but folks, what the hell is this? It's like a giant tribble has attached itself. Like, this thing is massive. I'm sorry, Counselor Troy never had hair this big. This is ridiculous. Otherwise, the figure sculpt is about what's to be expected from Super 7. The face is barely reminiscent of Marina Sirtis. The body, it does actually convey the uniform quite well. But beyond that, it's Counselor Tribblehead. Then we've got Geordi, which might actually be the best face sculpt I've seen on any of these. That actually does pretty much look like LeVar Burton under there. He comes with a phaser. The visor is not removable, which is always a good thing, as Playmates found out back in the day. But yeah, I like this one probably sculpt-wise the most. Then we've got Dr. Crusher, which, yeah. So let me tell you about one of my biggest complaints is about people with blonde hair, or in this case, strawberry blonde, is too often they don't try and give the hair color any kind of nuance. They just either slap all yellow or all orange or something on there, and it looks like this. And it almost works, but it's not accurate. But she does come with a medical tricorder, which I showed you a minute ago. She really does not hold it very well. Crap, it's falling out. Yeah, and that's the thing, as soon as I start to move, see, I wonder if maybe if I get her thumb, hang on one second, I know you can't see what I'm doing. It's with something this small. Okay, sorry about that. My battery died. So what I was saying was, one of the things that's kind of funny to me with the Dr. Crusher figure is it makes it look like she's wearing a tuxedo, a blue tuxedo jacket that has the tails in the back, the way that it does the split. But yeah, and I was also going to show, if you get her thumb up around the top of the tricorder, she holds it pretty good that way, but otherwise, and I have the feeling it's gonna, yep, there it goes. As soon as I do that, it popped out. So, next, one of everyone's favorites, Q. The figure is actually pretty good. It's a fairly good sculpt of John Delancey. I honestly think this is better than the Playmates figures version. For one, he can walk, which I know Playmates never would have done that. But he can sit is actually one huge thing for me. We can do that, which the Playmates Q couldn't. But the way his arms are positioned are a lot more natural than, I can show you actually, than the Playmates version, whose arms look kind of flared out. I really do prefer this version of the gown's drooped sleeves than what Playmates did. And then last, for the first time in figure form ever, the bastard that killed Tasha Yar, Armus, the big goop. Now, technically, has less points of articulation because this bottom piece is all one solid piece. I didn't notice that. He has 2 pegs, which everybody else has 2 technically, but it's 1 in each foot. But for Armus, they made sure to put 2 pegs as well. Arms go up and down so that he looks like some kind of zombie, droopy Darth Vader. If you've never seen mine, I made my own version of Armus to go with the Playmates figures. I did mine's a little closer to oil looking, I think. But yeah, so this is the entirety of Wave 2. So now let me pause real quick, and I'm going to get all of Wave 1 out, and then show you one other little sneaky sneak. Alright, hold on just a second. Alright, let's... Alright. Here is the entirety of Wave 1 and 2 all together. We've got Captain Picard, Riker, Troy, Crusher, Guinan, Data, and Geordi, and Worf. And then for the bad guys, of course, we got that Borg, plus Q and Armus. And previously, you might remember on my previous video, I showed you that I had gotten Spock from the original series Wave. Well, Spock still doesn't like to stand with them. Maybe if I stick him back there leaning on Riker. I have gotten Lieutenant Uhura, which I love this. She's got her a little communicator device in her ear. She's wearing jorts, which actually is not too far off from what she wore on the show. She did have little shorts under the skirt. So I'm actually kind of working on getting the original series lineup started. And, oh, of course, I did have to pick up an extra Borg so I can have a Borg army. I am going to be working on some customs for these guys real soon, so hope you're looking forward to that, because there's going to be some cool stuff happening. I'm hoping I'm probably going to make some figures that Super7 will never make, so I want to get it covered. So I've got some that, are cool, and go with it. So that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this look at Wave 1 and 2 of the Super7 ReAction figures. If you want to take a deeper look at this Wave 1, you can go back and check that video out. And I actually did just get Wave 3, so look forward to that video coming out soon. Alright, thanks, and I'll see you next time.
If you enjoy my videos and want to see more, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Also, you can support the show by signing up on Patreon, or head over to Zazzle to pick up prints of my artwork, prints on canvas, t-shirts, and other merch. You can find me on social media. For more information and updates on the channel, all info is below. If you didn't enjoy the video, why are you still here? Do you want a song? Ba, ba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, them, 3 bags full. One for the master who can screw himself. You can listen to somebody else.